Hello everyone, welcome to the first official devlog for this currently unnamed game. It's only been a day since we last saw each other, but we've been hard at work designing the fundamentals of the game. This video is just going to be a trimmed down version of our meeting we recorded the other day. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. Let me put down some sticky notes about how I want to constrain our project. It needs to be simple.
Okay.
It needs to be like arcade like expandable, add more levels kind of deal, and it needs to be very similar fundamentally to Dome Keeper. But you know how Dome Keeper is, it's just the one thing.
Yeah.
We need to make a game that's just the one thing.
That makes sense.
That makes
well,
sense
especially
to me.
because then we could set our goal being to just make a level and a level editor or something.
Yeah, and then we just can make more levels.
Pipeline for making levels, and then from there, we can all just go and shit out more levels.
So Dying Planet, no one said we had to be the guys trying to save the planet. We could be some oil drillers. And nature is trying to fight us.
Shit, that could be like some Factorio shit.
Yeah, I was also thinking Factorio. Yeah,
we have to defend the oil rigs against whales.
Those damn fucking whales.
That's actually kind of insane. Nature attempts to battle the power of capitalism, and
that'd be so base though. Holy shit! So what if you're on the tower? Here's the oil tower. Here's the
oil rig.
It's pumping. This is the pump.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're on the tower and you add the guns or whatever to the tower, right? And then you have, over here is one biome. All I can think of is desert.
Okay, right.
So there's the cactus. And then over here is the ocean. And then there's the whale is in the ocean. So you have you always get two random biomes, and you have to prep your oil rig for the biomes.
I see. Would it be okay, interesting.
If we do top down, we can have more than two biomes.
Because then also the shape of your rig could be more of a factor, because it's if you have a circle versus a square, that could be different points for towers and shit.
Yeah, we could do a level thing where it's different biomes in each different level.
This might be a little bit of a silly idea, but I want to know what you guys think, just because it popped in my head. The way you get money for stuff is by selling your oil, right? 1 barrel of oil is worth $10 right now. Occasionally, every once in a while, a tanker ship comes along. If you dedicate enough time and resources to shoot it down and destroy the tanker, you've just ixnayed a supply of oil to the market, which drives up the demand and thus the price.
God, there's supply and demand. What if we had a bar graph up here? You have to wait for it to spike before you could sell.
What if, hear me out, in theory, the part, the weapons that you're buying, they require raw materials to be made, right? And so there's a supply chain element to it there. Not only does the price of your oil fluctuate, but the price of different weapons fluctuate based on the raw materials that go into them.
And if you're buying a lot of rocket shooters, all rocket-based weapons would cost more. And
yeah, exactly. Just from the demand.
The demand of it.
If you can somehow I don't know, swap your tower from producing oil to producing iron, maybe that'll lower the price of some weapons or something.
I think I like that. That sounds neat.
Yeah, because then in theory, let's say we do hold on, wait. Back to the top-down idea. The first building you have to put down is an extractor. And so maybe at the start of each level, it's okay, here's a patch of oil or something. Here's iron, and here's I don't know, wood or something. You have to pick one to start. But then over time, the idea is okay, I have gotten my tower in the oil over here to a point where I think it'll survive for long enough on its own. Now I can start expanding over to here and here to get those resources.
Big idea, right? We still have the price manipulation. You make a save file, and that's your campaign. And throughout the whole campaign, you're manipulating all the prices. So if one level uses a lot of oil-based things, any future levels, they'll be more expensive.
Oh, I see. And so that's consistent, whereas other elements of it remain like inconsistent. So like
Yeah,
you don't
so
want
like
to fuck
every
the
level they
economy.
offer different
Mhm.
resources. If you just keep doing the same resource,
Fuck. So it's a roguelite.
yeah, it's a
I
roguelite.
I do kind of fuck with that.
I also
Nobody
like
wants
the
your shit.
idea of you can defeat the other ships to lower the
Yes.
supply. What if there's a cost, like a trade-off? So you can either keep them around, the supply is high, so the price is low. If you destroy them, the supply goes down, so the demand goes up, so you can sell.
What if it's less like you go out of your way to destroy them, but you let them get destroyed by something? And so the choice is either keep prices stable where they are by protecting them, and then if you want them to be destroyed, you just let the monsters overwhelm them or whatever.
That seems more morally gray, yeah.
Yeah, I
The
think
convoys can literally be as easy as like a crashed dropship, and you have to either protect it so they can extract,
Yeah.
or let them die.
Yeah, you have like oil, you have like iron, and you have like wood, I guess. These are the only things we would need to be like worried about the price of, because it's like it's only 3 items.
if you build something with oil, price goes up. Sell oil for money, price goes
Yeah.
down.
And it could even like because like literally like this is just math bullshit, and so it
It
could
is,
literally
and
be a
that's
thing of
Colin.
like
That's all you, Colin.
because it could literally be like, because for each one, all we would in theory have to do is be like, okay, what is like the demand value versus the supply value? Every second that passes or something, like an extractor produces this much oil and adds it to the overall supply, and then you compare that to the demand, and the demand is based on like how many of how many weapons of this type has the player bought recently, and then you have other things like, okay, convoys can spawn in and add to the supply, and other world events can take away from the supply. Or increase the demand for whatever reason. We can do a lot of stuff, but that is all, like, gameplay-wise, the impact is we just change one of 2 numbers.
Okay, so then how does the tower defense work? Let's dive into that.
Okay, hold on. Let me define some
Find a girl, you do
vocabulary,
both.
because I'm thinking that you have both, like, you have weapon points, you have weapons, and those are either like things that you like put on there. Then you have like structure, and like structures are like the outpost towers, where like on their own the towers aren't necessarily weapons, but they're the things that you have to put weapons on. Yeah, what I'm thinking would be interesting is if extractors cannot have weapons on them, the first tower, like your home base, like your hub, that's just like, it's a super tower where it's like, it's both like it both can have weapons and is an extractor, but it's the only one like that, right? So then it makes your like what your starting choice of like where you want to land important, because that's going to be like your strongest point. But to get other resources, you first have to like set up a tower defense situation and then put down an extractor. Like, because if you just put down an extractor on its own, it doesn't have any way to defend itself, and it'll just get overrun.
What if we've got a drone output? So the drones carry materials.
Like Avon Colony.
Yeah. You put the drone tower down, then you defend the drone tower, and then inside the radius, there's like a drone range.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you put the extractor down, and it goes and grabs it, and then goes back to home base.
And then you can put like other like smaller like outpost structures.
So can the drone get attacked trying to get back to main base?
No, the drones are
Immortal?
chill. Yeah, because they're in the air.
Okay, because that could be a good way actually to make the convoy mechanic work, of like your drones are always safe, but you can set specific turrets to like fire on like non-company drones of other companies that are carrying like other resources that could in some way affect the price. You can shoot down.
That's a good idea. That makes it way easier.
Different
It could literally be like
geography issues.
Yeah, or even like the different like events that take place in each level, where it's like, oh, this is when drones happen in this level, or like this is like flybys happen, or like, oh, something happened to the price of oil back home. There's a war going on, and so that is going to affect your prices now. Like you just kind of
can there
deal with that.
please be a Twitter feed that has like
Yes. Wait. Yes.
r/ Wall Street bets on it?
No, genuinely, yes. Holy shit.
We think this is such a fun idea, but we won't know for sure until we start prototyping. You'll see how that goes in the next devlog. If you have any ideas for us, be sure to leave them in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.